Okay, here we're going to show you how to install this thing. We've already put our Velcro in the front header bar of the soft top. We put our Velcro here, which is really self-explanatory. There's a piece here. If you want to cover these holes up, you absolutely can. You'll just have to punch holes there if you ever put a hard top in, because screws go through there. So from this point, you just decide which is the front and the back. If you have a two-door, there's going to be a zipper back here. The front has the grommets. So you just kind of throw it up in place. We're going to take these 3 bungee balls here, hook these grommets around here, and this is just to kind of get it centered while we pull it in place, and then put our soft top up. In the center, you're going to see that there's 2 grommets. If you have an older Jeep, this is an 08, this thing is directly in the center. If you have a newer one, I believe it in 2009 or 10 it changed, it's over toward the driver a little bit, so you use that one. And if you put these 2 on first, then whichever one it lines up with is the one you use. So I'm going to sit down in here and put these on real quick. Okay, from there, what you're going to do, we got our bungee balls hooked up. You can do this from the front or the back, I mean inside the back seat if you want. Just kind of eyeball the center. Take these straps. The bungee balls hold it just about in the right place where it's going to fit up in that header, but we're still not going to pull these really tight. Just kind of snug. Just let it sit there. Pull those straps. And now we can go around all around the edge and just kind of put these around. One thing I wanted to show is on the 2-door and the 4-door, there's these big screws that hold all the plastic in place. Okay. Now your soft top goes right over the, will Velcro right over the top of these. Okay. Perfectly fine. That's how I'm going to leave mine. If you want, you can pull these out. Punch a hole right through this, stick this right through there. It's going to hold your top down, but if you're going to do that, you want to make sure that you have everything pulled tight and your top's in exactly the right place, because you don't want to punch holes and then not have the screws go through in the right place. From the inside, when this is on, with going over the top of these, it still looks really good. It would just give you a little bit more secure if you were planning on driving on the highway with it, because it can be stretched down. And one other thing I want to show, if you're going to use it as a sunshade, you certainly don't need to leave these on. In fact, I don't think they'll really work with the soft top down, because they hook to this and you need that thing. They'll slide right through there, slide them toward the front, hook it up. It goes in and it stretches and it connects right to there. And that just holds this corner down and tight these down, so when you're using it as sunshade and driving on the highway, I just leave them in a compartment in your Jeep when you have your soft top up. Same thing in the back. Same size bungees. They connect to here. They go around your seatbelt strap. The top's going to pull back a little more, and they hook to this other side. This one you can leave on all the time, so we'll just leave that in place right now. So we're going to go around, we're going to put these all around. I'm not even going to attach them as far as tightening them up. I'm just going to let them sit there, and then after we put our soft top up and pull the front in, we're going to adjust it out. Okay, you attach that piece of Velcro in the center there. The only time that it is necessary for you to push this down and attach it, because right now it's just kind of floating over the top of it, which is how you want it to install this, is if you're using this as a sunshade. So if you pull your top down, hook your front bungees up, then go and just stick this down, and that's going to give you more security when you're driving around. It's not going to flop up here. But when we're installing it, we don't want it stuck, because when we pull back and stuff, we want it to float. We want it to pull tight from the front. That's all. Okay, we removed the bungee balls, attached the front back in place. It's all locked in. So now we're just gonna hook this in. Within this Velcro here, every place there's a grommet, you can stick your finger in a little bit, and in between every one, there's a place where you can stick a couple fingers in. So you want to center this and just eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. You can just put it right over the top of whichever one of these you're using. If you have the one that's more to the driver's side, then line it up with the second one. But all I'm doing is sticking my finger in there, sticking it in place, pushing down a little bit, and go to the next one. I'm pulling away from the center. So I'm pulling all the stuff out, just kind of pushing down. To the next one over, push down, and just push it up in the corner. Then all you got to do from here to get this nice and secure is stand up on top and push down on this. I'm going to climb around to the other side and do the other side real quick. Okay, sticking my fingers in, push down. You can readjust this very easily at different times if you want. Okay, that's kind of all you got to do. Get over here, push down again. From there, what you're going to want to do is set the back ones very tight. Not ridiculously tight, but you want to pull them snug. And then we're going to do the sides. So we just release this, grab the headliner, pull it snug. And you can see as you're doing this, it kind of pulls everything out, all the wrinkles out of the top. And now it's just a matter of going from door to door. Got my straps caught up there. It's easiest to do them from the inside. And because the other side's loose still, you want to pull it so you pull all the wrinkles out. Push it down. And I got the grab handles, it goes right over that, no problem. You want to pull for this one, the outside, so it pulls it that way, and then just lay the other one on top of it, so all the tension's pulling out. If you end up with some wrinkles like this, here's what's happening. The Velcro right here is stuck. And what we need to do, before you pull back, you need to make sure this Velcro isn't stuck, so when you pull back, it pulls it back even. Then pull to the sides, everything will come out perfectly. Right now I'm gonna pull it back just a little bit more, readjust the sides, and there'll be none of that, it'll be completely smooth.